Today we're going to make seasonal wrapping paper. As an artist, often things come up and get in your way. Like this, for example. But don't let that stop you. The first thing I do is create a stencil. Take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and I'm going to cut a tree out of it. Okay, now that I have my tree, I will take my potato, which I've cut in half, and I'll place my tree on the top. And then I will cut the tree out of the potato with an X-Acto knife. I start out with a regular knife, a serrated knife, and then I'll use an X-Acto knife when I need more detail. I roll out my paper on a flat surface. Okay, I've got brown paper that you can get a roll at a craft store, and I tape the edges down before I start. I like to get my paint pretty runny so it's pourable. Just play around with the paint until you get the right consistency. I also don't totally stir it up because I like to get the variation in the colors. And then if you miss a spot, I just can go back and touch it up with the point there. So I'm getting that color variation and the patterning. Another thing you can use is ink or paint. So I'm going to use some ink here. And you might want to see how, you might want to do a tester first. So in case it's not quite strong enough the color or too strong. I scrape a little excess paint off before I put it on the paper so it doesn't create drops. And I do rock the potato back and forth a little bit. So now this one's done and I will let it dry. Whatever you do, don't let your cat walk across it before it's dry. So he sits in a dry spot. So I use these for cards for the wrapping paper.